Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for December 18th through the 24th, and I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. Bam. Okay, the overall energy for the reading, the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of attraction here in this one. For someone. For this one, possibly. I don't know, let's see. In the recent past, the Sun, the Eight of Swords, the Fool. So, coming face to face with happiness there. Just kind of like, okay, happiness is right here. Whoa. And then starting to look at it and question it. And starting to, I don't like this happiness. It's got all sorts of, like, I don't know. Looks like it has blue eyes when, I don't know if I like that blue, or it has like, what is this? How do you question happiness, and how do you find flaws for happiness? Well, apparently you do, okay? But despite that, you still go for it. You're like, fuck, it feels good. Doesn't matter. Fuck it. Okay, I don't know where you went with that one, because, you know, it started off quite, okay, happiness is there, yay, and then, oh shit, Taurus is questioning it, and then it's like, oh, but Taurus is going for it. Okay. We'll just leave it at that. In the current situation, the Ace of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands. All right. You're opening yourself up to something here. Something, someone, I'm not sure if it's an idea of something, I don't know. But it's coming from your heart, whatever it is. It does look like a fresh energy, like a brand new energy. Even if it's something you've been dealing with for years, the energy of it seems very fresh at this time. Okay. In the immediate future, the Page of Cups, the Devil, the King of Wands. There's massive attraction here in between you and another. And it's being very, very much confused with love. Because the Devil is here. If the Devil wouldn't be here, I would be like, oh, okay, there's attraction, and they're recognizing that. And then there's love too, but no. This one is like, oh, I'm so attracted to you, therefore I love the hell out of you. No. Massive attraction, yes. Love, we'll see. Let's clarify. Let me see this Queen of Wands. Oh, this is you. For the Queen of Wands, you get the Queen of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles gave you away here. Very confident in your energy at this point. You know, feeling good about yourself, feeling good in your own skin. Really, really nice energy here. And just kind of coming at whatever comes through from this energy, which, great. Great. Okay. Let's do the Sun in the recent past there. Oh, hold on, hold your horses. What do we got here? So for the Sun, you get the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the King of Wands. We'll get there, because now we're there, but it's the same energy. So whoever this King of Wands is, there's a lot of happiness that's being experienced through this connection with whoever that was, is gonna be. I'm not sure where they're at, but definitely there in the past for now. So lots of happiness tied up to that. Lots of healing brought through this happiness too, you know. Let's see what the problem is here with the Eight of Swords. Let's see what this King of Wands problem is. For the Eight of Swords, You get the Nine of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Five of Swords. Let me see the Fool. The Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Eight of Wands. Man. It scared the shit out of you. That's why you started questioning this. It almost feels like if I give myself to this completely, which, by the way, you have energetically, it'll take away my freedom. Oh my God. Bullshit. Because no, it's not gonna. But that's how you interpreted this, and that's how you started questioning what this really was. You got your Nine of Pentacles there and the Six of Wands. And you throw in that Eight of Swords over it, and it brings in a whole lot of mess. I'm independent. I'm my own person. I feel like this connection is sucking me in, so no, I'm not going to allow for that to happen. God damn it. But man, it sucked you in with great energies. And no, it's looking like it's not taken away from you at all. If anything, it's given to you. But you interpret it as... It's providing me with a lot of happiness, yes, but at the same time, at the cost of what? My freedom? No. In your head, yes. In the reality of things, no. I don't see any infringement on that. That's what you made it out to be. And when you made it out to be that, it started looking very different. It didn't look like happiness anymore. It didn't look like no love, no attraction, no openness, no nothing. Who knows what it looked like a big dragon with one blind eye and one very ugly ear. Who the hell knows? But, okay. All right. Let's do the Ace of Cups in the current situation. The Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups. Okay. There's a soul connection that's shown up here for you that you're dealing with directly, and there seems to be a whole lot of conflict within this connection. Let me do the Page of Pentacles. Your intention is not for conflict here, but that's what it turns into for some reason. For the Page of Pentacles, you get the Ten of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Two of Swords. You're feeling really good about this, but do you? Because you got the Two of Swords over it. What's interesting about this is the Page of Pentacles is here, so it almost feels like you're learning to feel good about this, or you've learned to feel good about this, which is kind of leading me in the direction of a learned behavior. Like, this should be good because it looks good on paper, so everything should present itself as being good. But then again, your mind is questioning it. So why is it questioned? But we are looking back at that energy in the past, where possibly the most beautiful energy in your life showed up in front of you, and this kind of interpreted into something that it wasn't and turned it into something that it wasn't, because your perception then switched completely on it. So I'm thinking that maybe there's a pattern here, like learned behavior. Like that there presents itself in an energetic light more than in the physical. So maybe in the physical, it didn't look exactly like it should be your happiness. Not in the way that you've been taught. Because you're giving me a sense here of looking at this connection, and it's not working out great, but you're still kind of in it because, you know, it looks good. It looks like it would match what I've been taught to be happy, or what I've been taught to be nice and working for me. Interesting contrast there. So it's not for nothing that that energy showed up there for you. Because at some point during this, I'm like, why did that show up? Because this has nothing to do with that, but it does. It's a parallel. So it's your perception over things in general. You know, where is that perception coming from? it's usually coming from our own traumas or unhealed energies over things. And it's not, a lot of the times, it's not allowing us to see things for how they truly are. Instead, we interpret them through our trauma filter. For the Page of Wands in the current situation, you get the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Chariot. Yeah, it's a taught aspect. With the Page of Pentacles showing up like crazy here. Like this connection looks like what a marriage should be. So, okay, even if it doesn't work out, it doesn't matter. It fits all the parts of what a marriage should be, so I'm just gonna fight for it. God damn it. I'm not feeling it or anything, because, you know, something feels quite off in me, but I might as well open to it because it fits all the parts that I've been taught that it should fit. I like that this shows up for you. I don't like that you're experiencing this, because it's, you know, when it's gonna hit you, it's gonna be quite not nasty, not nice, but nasty. But this is showing up quite strong as learned patterns, programming, basically. And when this hits you, that's when you start the deprogramming, the unlearning what you've learned all your life as something. It's like looking at a painting and thinking, what painting? A painting of Picasso, and knowing that's Picasso right there, and somebody does something to it, and it's like, you know, realizing that's not Picasso, and then finding out that that is actually Picasso, but it's the revised version of, I don't know, something where it's modified, but because you've learned it in this way, there's no way that this could still be Picasso, because somebody messed with it. No fucking way. And it's, you know, they're showing you proof. Hey, yeah, it is. No! I know this to be that, so you're not going to convince me otherwise. This has to do with possibly, especially, commitments. The energy of commitment for you. How that model is showing up for you. You're like, that's how I know it, that's how it should be. And if it's out of those lines of what you've known about it, then no, it's impossible. Then it's not. No, even if it feels the best, even if it feels like this is it. And ironically enough, the one that's coming out of those patterns, it's feeling right. And the one that falls into those established learning patterns about it, it doesn't feel right. But that's the one you're fighting for, because that's how you learned it to be. So this is very big. It's not going to show up as too big for you yet, but man, when it hits you, it's gonna. Let's do the Page of Cups in the immediate future. The Devil, the Fool, the Nine of Swords. Yep. And then it comes down to your heart, what you truly feel in there. You know? And then how many times are you saying to yourself, that's wrong that I feel that? And then why would it be? You know? So kind of differentiating between the times where you say to yourself that you're wrong by feeling that, and the times you're saying to yourself that I'm not feeling it, but, you know, if I keep on working on it, maybe I will eventually, even though you're feeling from the get-go that you're not feeling it, you know? So it's like, where you give your heart to. Do you give it in directions that make sense for your heart, or in directions that make sense for your mind? Because your mind has that learned pattern. This is a time where it hits you, because your heart is coming into play. And you're starting to understand how maybe you've given your heart in directions that weren't necessarily healthy, necessarily good for you, but you did it because it looked good on paper, you know? And those times where it did feel good to you, you cut that off. So there's a sense of regret over that. There's a sense of looking back at that and kind of being a little tortured by it, a little like, what the fuck did I do, you know? Let's do the Devil. The Hierophant, the Two of Wands, the Justice card. You're coming back from that. You're fixing all of this mess that this programming created for you. It's going to take a minute. Don't get excited about it. It's not going to happen in 5 minutes. It's going to take a minute. but it's looking like you're coming with an energy of balance over this energy of the devil here, of the unhealthy, because basically that's what it is. While you were doing this, you were actually going against your heart all this time for a energy that taught you to do this versus to do what's best for you and to listen to your heart, rather than listen to what looks good on paper, you know? So you'll come healing this. You'll come out of this by healing it. For the King of Wands in the immediate future, you get the Moon, the Nine of Cups, the Tower. And you might come back to revisit that situation right there, which you will identify it because it's the only situation in your life that brought true happiness to you. It's one of those connections that may fit like a glove kind of a thing. That none of the other situations you dealt with felt like that. But I don't know what happened there in terms of how your perception over it kind of twisted it in such a way that it became something other than it was truly. And while you heal this, I see you revisiting that one way or another. Possibly getting that aha moment over like, oh, you know, who knows? It's going to hit you though, but it's going to hit you in a nice way in the sense of how you truly feel about it. And that perception you created over it, it's almost going to be gone completely, where you're not even going to recognize that side of things anymore. You know, you're just going to see the situation for what it is or what it was. Very intense reading. I did not expect this because it looked like, okay, so that's how... Okay, so Taurus is going through this experience here, but it's pretty deep. Even though it may not feel that way right now for you. When you get somewhere here, it will. It will feel like something is happening, because this is a major shift right here. It's basically a lot of deprogramming happening. Let me see what the universe has to close it off. Eight of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. There is there's a situation that's showing up here, possibly from your past, possibly that closed off completely, where you're kind of giving me a sense of it's in the past. I'm not concerned about it at all. Like I'm not even thinking about it. It's a done deal. But it looks like you kind of want to do something about it. So I don't know what it is. It's looking like it's in the far past too. Like it didn't end just yesterday, you know? So there seems to be an energy of action over that in terms of maybe someone wants to do something about this one. But yeah, it's looking like one of those dead and buried. Yeah, I kind of get the sense that it comes through hand in hand with what's going on here. The reference from this part of acknowledgement over the past situation here. Maybe that's what it is. So who knows? But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.